Here we go, and here we go, and here we go. Let's get into this match reaction. Sheffield United 4, Swansea City 0. Loving life right now. I'm going to be honest, you could probably tell by how buzzing I am. Tell you what, I've got a massive, massive cold, so I apologise. I've got a big glass of water here, so I'm going to keep myself hydrated, try and keep my throat going because, yeah, let's hope I don't have to clear it or sneeze or whatever else I need to do. So anyway, Sheffield United 4, Swansea 0. I can't say that enough. So good to see. We haven't scored 4 goals since Peterborough at home. Oh, fantastic. Fantastic to see. We had to wait 194 minutes for Morgan Gibbs-White to score that goal. We've obviously 2 games in a row, 0-0s. It was so good to see the Blades score within 15 minutes. I've got it down as the 14th minute. Norwood, the ball comes into him, flicks it over. What an absolute beauty of a pass. Actually, didn't flick it over. He played it was such a fantastically measured ball from Norwood right onto Morgan Gibbs-White's toe. He's away, flicks it past the goalkeeper. I must say, I've not seen the goals back on Sky Sports because apparently the match can finish. I can get stuck in traffic. I can drive all the way home. I can get back. I can make the thumbnail. I can make the stream, and I can come into the stream, and they've still not got the goals for us. Anyway, I saw it at the game. So, love a little flick past the goalkeeper from Morgan Gibbs-White. And you knew from then on, Morgan Gibbs-White is back, baby. Morgan Gibbs-White is back. And I love it because Morgan Gibbs-White is one of the greatest talents I've seen at Bramall Lane for a very, very long time, just off his talents, because he's so good on the ball. And the last few games, people have been giving him grief for these little flicks that he does, flick around the corner, little flicks. He doesn't kind of hold the ball up and pass it off, or hold the ball up and then turn like your conventional Sheffield United player. And I love the fact that he flicks these balls round corners. He does this and does that because, yeah, sometimes it don't come off. But these little things are what make you score goals. You're not going to score goals by the ball coming to on him kind of taking a touch and then passing it that way. Like, yeah, if you could do 15, 16 of those and you might get close to the goal to score a goal. But one little flick can just absolutely, completely like kind of outfox a defense, and you're away and you're on the attack. And I love to see that from Morgan Gibbs-White. I did write down that at one point my mum called Jackie Longthrow Jackie Boy, which made me laugh way more than it probably should have done. But I really, really enjoyed that. 18 minutes into the game, Gorgeous George scores. When was the last time that happened? Actually, he did score against Swansea, if my memory's right. I'm sure it is. The last time we played Swansea at home, he did. Yeah, George Baldock did score. I remember, but I can't remember the last time George scored at home. It might have been that, you know. I can't remember George scoring another goal at Bramall Lane. I remember away at Norwich. I remember the goal that he scored at Spurs away. I was there. He hasn't scored many goals, and he'll probably never do that again. Sorry. What an absolutely fantastic volley that was. It's one of those finishers that is so instinctive, and more often than not, it'll end up in the away stand. It might even end up in the upper tier, but he just caught it absolutely perfect with his instep. Boom, off the bar and in. It was just like, wow. And you could see from George's celebration that he was absolutely buzzing about that goal. He was buzzing. He ran straight up, because I sit on the south stand, literally right behind where he was, almost like he was running to me. Sorry. He ran towards us and kind of ran past Eke, ran into Jack and Stuart McCall, hugged them, and then ran straight to the bench. And he were like giving it this to the bench. I don't know who he was giving it all that to. It could have been McBurney. It could have been anyone really who was on the bench. But yeah, great ball in. I think it was from Rhys Davis. And normally one of them, George, would just control and then try and find a cross or try and find a shot. But the fact that he took it so quickly was great. Was just great to see. God, I'm sorry. I've got a really bad cold. 27th minute, Morgan Gibbs-White header from close range from a Billy Sharp cross. He should have put that away. That was the most golden chance I've seen in this game, to be honest. That was such a miss, such a massive miss. But it didn't matter in this game. He'd already put one in the back of the net, so can let him off for that one. Billy Sharp on the byline clips the ball back across and he heads it wide. Like he just needed directing, and he just directed it wide. Anyway, doesn't matter. Like I say, Fleck to Morgan Gibbs-White. He's 1-on-1 with the goalkeeper, with the defender running alongside him. He tries to backheel it to Billy Sharp. Like, I don't know why he had to do that, but this is another reason why I love Morgan Gibbs-White, because yes, he could have run onto that and had a shot. The defender might have closed him down. The goalkeeper might have saved it. But he thought in his brain at that point, if I backheel this to Sharp, he's probably got a much better opportunity. I don't know if he did, but I could see why he did it. I really could. But it definitely wasn't what we wanted at that point. He needed to just take that on and have a shot. And maybe 9 times out of 10, he probably would have done that. But I think at that split second, his brain thought, if I just backheel this, Billy Sharp might just be able to run onto this and score. So fair enough, Morgan Gibbs-White. We love you, man. We absolutely love you. 31st minute. 2 more lovely John Fleck through balls to Morgan Gibbs-White and then Reece Norrington-Davies. Nothing came of them. But John Fleck was certainly showing how good he was in this game. Sorry again. 38th minute, Baldock keeps the ball in. It's literally just about to go out. Baldock manages to get his leg round it, flicks the ball back into play. Morgan Gibbs-White running at the defence, lays a lovely ball through to Billy Sharp. What does Billy Sharp do, guys? What does he do? Billy Sharp scores goals. Hey, there we go. Right, hopefully that's the last cough. Now, what a half that was. 3-0 at half-time. The last time I believe that we were 3-0 up at half-time was Burnley in the Premier League. I was absolutely steaming in that game. Everyone was getting really annoyed around me because I was so drunk. But yeah, and that was a fantastic 3-0 up at half-time. And this was really good. We could have scored more goals, but maybe not many. We probably could have scored more in the second half. But this Sheffield United team, or any Sheffield United team really, we don't kind of go for the jugular. We don't go for 6, 7, 8 goals like your Fulhams do. What we did, we didn't do that, but we scored more goals. We tried to create more chances. We probably could have had 5, 6, 7, 8 goals today, but we didn't put our chances away. We obviously took our chances in the first half. We probably had, we had 2 really, really good chances. Obviously, Baldock's was just a bit of a freak goal where he just caught it perfectly and it went in. But no, the second half, I thought we were going to kind of sit back and let them come on to us. And really, I think the reason why they didn't come on to us was because they were that bad. Swansea City, that is the worst I've ever seen them play against Sheffield United. Now, they've normally got a bit of a hoodoo over us, but they were shocking. And yeah, fair enough, if we didn't score that first goal, maybe it wouldn't have been as easy as what it was. But 3-0 at half-time, you shouldn't be 3-0 at half-time against anyone, really, in this division. But this division is a weird one, a really, really weird one. Anyway, straight in after the break, it's a goal. George Baldock, offside. Great ball in from Sander. Like I say, I haven't seen it back, but I think it was Billy Sharp. He was trying to give the ball to Sander, but he just kept waiting and waiting and waiting. I'm like, give it Sander, give it Sander. So maybe if Billy Sharp would have released that a little bit quicker, Sander would have got that ball across quicker, and George may have scored the goal, and it may not have been offside. But another goal, but it still stayed 3-0. In the 57th minute, Morgan Gibbs-White brought it down on the edge of the box, and I'm like, oh, I'm looking forward to this. We've got Norwood on it. We've got Fleck on it. It was kind of, I think it was kind of more right of centre. So the fact that John Fleck took it was probably the best idea, really. So yeah, I was shouting for Fleck to take this, but he hit it straight at the goalkeeper. It's another one that's really, really close that we just didn't make the best of. It was one. There was one similar in one of the last games. I think it was the Hull game where it took a massive deflection. It may have been the one before. It may have been West Brom. But Howard hit one. It took a deflection and went wide. But this one, I think Fleck expected the goalkeeper to kind of go across to as most players normally hit it over the wall into the corner. So, but the keeper just stood there and just caught it and were like, "Thank you very much, mate." I can't remember the last time we had a really, really good dead ball specialist, as in scoring goals. And do you know what? Morgan Gibbs-White, I've seen clips of him scoring free kicks. So I want to see him on a free kick. Like, I've seen him a few times take him and come quite close, but I would like to see him. I don't know if he was on at that point. He may have come off. No, because I've got 62 minutes. Morgan Gibbs-White away, passes it to Sander, tries to pass it back to Billy Sharp, and his shot was blocked. Maybe with a hand on this one. Billy Sharp was shouting for it. A couple of other lads were shouting for it. It looked like he'd handballed it when he'd slid down, to be fair. But Morgan Gibbs-White is away there. He plays it into Sander. I think that Sander's trying to give it back to Morgan Gibbs-White, but it was just too heavy and it goes to Billy Sharp, and the move is dead. 77th minute, ball into Sharp from the left. He lays it off to Morgan Gibbs-White, who kills it into the bottom corner for 4-0. This was a fantastic goal from Morgan Gibbs-White. It's one of those goals that you want to see some of our players score. Like, for instance, Iliman Ndiaye's had 2 1-on-1s and missed 2 1-on-1s recently. The ball just lands there, and Morgan Gibbs-White, he just finds that corner absolutely sublimely. Billy Sharp holds the ball up very, very well, brings him into it. It's a great finish, and it's one of those that I would normally look at that and think we would snatch at it. We'd snatch at it more than kind of just think, right, okay, where's the goal? Where am I aiming? Where am I aiming for? Because Morgan Gibbs-White it was accuracy more than power. Obviously, just curled it into that bottom corner. You love to see it. It's not one of those that I expected to see bulge in the back of the net. And then I'm going to leave it on this because I could talk forever about loads of chances that we had. 88th minute, the goalkeeper passes it straight to Ollie Norwood. Ollie Norwood takes a touch out of his feet, smashes it as hard as he possibly could for some reason, and hits it straight over the bar. It's an open net. Ollie, it's an open net, mate. Come on, just roll it into the net. Like, if that was anybody in that position, I would want that to be Ollie Norwood. Now, maybe Billy Sharp, you could argue, but Ollie Norwood's ping. His ping. Now, don't get me wrong. This could have taken a bobble because he smashed it over the bar. It wasn't even close, really. But Norwood then gets the ball just after that. And Sanderberger's on his right-hand side. He's calling for it. He's calling for it. Norwood takes it out of his feet. Has a shot. I could see that coming all day long. Just went wide of the post. But Ollie Norwood, obviously, because he messed up and had and obviously missed the target, he thought, I've got to redeem myself here, and smashes it wide. But I've got to say, Swansea City were just playing it out from the back constantly, and we had 3 and 4 men just attacking him. Now, I would normally say, oh, Swansea are rubbish. They shouldn't have done that. They should have just got the ball long, because they kept giving us the ball. And if they weren't giving us the ball, they were giving players the ball, and then we were on them, and then they were making mistakes. I'm not going to talk about Swansea. I'm going to talk about the Blades because, yeah, Swansea were rubbish, and Swansea, they shouldn't have been playing the ball out from the back as much as what they were because they just kept giving us the ball. But it was just great to see Sheffield United attacking them and like hunting them down in packs of 3s and 4s and 5s even at times. Just all round them. You've got Norrington Davis, you've got Fleck. Fleck was everywhere today, absolutely everywhere. That was like the Fleck of old, and it was so good to see. Oh, absolutely buzzing after this game, guys. Absolutely buzzing. I'm going to quickly go through some of the players before I obviously get into the comments. I'll quickly run through the defence. There's not a lot to say, really, because they didn't pose as much threat, really. Wes did exactly what he needed to do. I thought Bash made a couple of errors, actually, which I'm surprised at. But he did what he needed to do. We obviously didn't. It didn't cause any massive problems. They got away at one point when Bash messed up, but it was a shot straight at Wes. Egan, solid as always. Jack Robinson, solid as always, shall we say. Now, he just has been recently, hasn't he? So let's say it. Jack Robinson, solid as always. Rhys Orrington-Davies, brilliant down that left-hand side. He's really, really shown that he's got more than just a bit of running. Like, he was up and down that wing. He was whipping balls into the box. He was getting back and tackling. He had a great game today. 1-2s, getting past, people bringing him down. He had a great game. He really, really did. And I thought he was done for, to be honest. I thought he was rubbish kind of a month ago, something like that. And it showed, didn't it, that Baldock started at left wing back over him 3 or 4 weeks ago. So that must have given him a kick up the backside to be like, this is embarrassing. I can't believe I've let a right wing back like kind of dispossess me at the left-hand side. So, yeah, very, very good. George Baldock had a really good game. He had a really poor one against Hull, in my opinion. But he really kind of showed it. Because the thing is, when the games are coming so thick and fast, so Ollie Burke, it just... You've got 3 or 4 days to put it right. So if you've had a bad game, doesn't matter. Like, put it under carpet, and get it right the next time you play football. And that's what he's done today. He scored a goal early on, and then that's just given him so much more confidence to go on and have a really good game. I thought he had a great game. However, comes off injured. Hopefully that's not anything too serious, because he was down for quite a while. And we've lost Bogle already. Basham came off. Basham did come off. Basham went to right wing back, but he did get injured towards the end of the game, but he stayed on. Charlie Good came on, had a really, really good debut for me. Gets stuck in, doesn't mess about with it. Got a really good cross into the box for Billy Sharp that I think he got pulled down or something, but nothing was given. But yeah, I really like him. I'd like to see more of him. And especially if Baldock's going to be injured, I wouldn't mind seeing Bash at right wing back and seeing Charlie Good at right centre back. Quickly moving to midfield, Fleck, fantastic today. Sander Berger, really, really good game. Everyone's banging on about how good Sander's played today. Now, he has played good, but John Fleck, let's not kind of completely overshadow Fleck, because Fleck had a fantastic game today. Fleck was so good. Norwood did his usual kind of passing sideways and starting things off. I wouldn't say it was necessarily a brilliant Norwood performance, especially that shot over the bar. Everyone will remember that. Everyone will say Norwood had a shocking game just because of that moment. But there was 2 big moments in the game that he got wrong. There was that one where he smashed it over the bar from an open net, and he took a booking when they were going through. And I don't really think he needed to take that booking, but he absolutely smashed through him. So, yeah, two things that Norwood could have done better today. But Sander down that right-hand side, he was really kind of holding him off, getting round, getting balls into the box and stuff like that. Good to see from Sander. We just need to see more of this. It needs to be on a consistent basis. But same with Fleck. Fleck needs to be more consistent too if he wants to stay in this team. Gibbs-White, 10 out of 10 performance. What a player. What a player. I'm sure that's 2 goals and an assist. I'm sure of it. Yeah, he played the ball through to Sharp, scored 2 goals. What a player. What a player. And he's back. And that's what we want to see. We want to see Morgan Gibbs-White playing like that week in, week out, like he was before he got injured. Billy Sharp scores goals. Obviously, he did really well holding the ball up. He got himself an assist as well. Another assist, another goal to add to the Billy Sharp legacy too. You love to see it. You love to see McBurney got on and got his clap from the Swansea fans. Did all right when he came on, tried to win the ball, flick it on and stuff like that. Did okay. Jebison didn't really see much of the ball, got brought down as soon as he came on. I'm trying to remember if he actually touched the ball, in all honesty. I think he might have got his chest on one of them, but he certainly didn't get much of a look in. There was only kind of 6 minutes plus maybe a couple of minutes injury time for him to kind of show what he's got. It was not a lot, really. Not a lot. Neither did McBurney. McBurney came on before him. But no, absolutely fantastic game today. Quickly run through some comments. Could we get Morgan Gibbs-White stay in the Championship? No. Go up. And how much is he worth? That's a good point. That's a really good point. And I was thinking earlier, I know everyone's going to hate me because he's had a really good game today. But I was thinking, could we swap Sander Berge for Morgan Gibbs-White? Probably not. But Morgan Gibbs-White, the thing is, I think if we did go up and we slapped 15 or 20 million in front of Wolves, they might say yes, because that means that then they can pump loads of money into buying more Portuguese players. So it's a possibility if we went up. If we didn't go up, there's no chance whatsoever. No chance. But I would love to see him have wear a red and white shirt next season. What a finish from George Baldock. You're absolutely right there. Best game for Sander, but they don't press. Yes, he doesn't press, does he? I noticed that today. Oh, no, they don't press, sorry. But neither does Sander, really. That's what I thought you were saying. I want to see more pressing from Sander. I really, really do. Two keepers would not assist Baldock's volley. You're absolutely right, Paul. That was an absolute screamer from Baldock. And I think the surprise on his face just showed that he didn't expect it either, did he? We're so happy about Jebo and good Championship debuts for us. Definitely. James Williams talking about no one's miss again. Unreal team performance for 90 minutes, chasing down non-stop, different class, bring on Blackburn. Yes, this is the perfect game to go into the Blackburn game. Now, a lot of people might say, oh, we're an easy game, something like that, but we scored loads of goals. We took our chances and we were pressing. We were pressing from the very start to the very end. Really, really enjoyed that game today. No one will be getting ripped by the rest of the team for missing that open goal. Yeah, hopefully that's all it is. Hopefully it don't play on his mind too much. Oh, yeah, I didn't say it. We're in the playoffs, guys. Thanks to Blades Away. We are in the playoffs. We are currently 6th. And what I find really weird is today we beat Swansea, who beat Bristol City, who beat Middlesbrough. The Championship. That is the Championship for you. Absolutely mental. So we've taken Chris Wilder's Middlesbrough, their place in the playoffs. Well done, Blades. Well done, Heke. Well done, everybody. Weimann loves scoring against Wilder. I didn't see that Weimann scored against him. Fair enough. So much more and better than a nick. Clean sheet. Okay, I didn't quite get that, but love your enthusiasm. What a performance. Abso-flipping-lutely. Completely agree. Ale. Yes. With Bogle and Baldock possibly out right wing back, Sariki or Bash, right centre back, good. Yeah, I think that'll be what it is. Bash at right wing back and good at right centre back. That'll be solid against Blackburn as well, if that is the case. Good was good today. Very good. Hal more than happy. I need to stop reading these. Nick, you need a pint, or I need to stop reading them because I don't get them. Nick, you've got COVID, mate. No, I haven't. Wait a second. You were born in 1967, I'm assuming, and you're saying that I've got COVID out of blue. I haven't got COVID. I've already done a test, so thank you very much. Brilliant team performance today. Feels like ages since we dominated someone 4-0. Yeah, we could have got more. We really, really could have, Dave. It was such a great game to watch. Up into 6th, 8 points from second place. Is automatic possible? I don't think so. No. I don't think so. Fulham are way away. Bournemouth have got, I think they're on the same games as us, but I think they're about 8 points in front. I don't think that's going to happen. I really don't. It is the Championship, though, but I don't think that's going to happen. All the teams around us are letting in goals, yet we have another clean sheet. We've had a fantastic run, haven't we, at the back? We don't let a lot of goals in. I'm trying to think the last time we even let 2 goals in. Was it Derby? That was ages ago. And we all thought at that point that we've ruined the playoffs. And look at us. All you need to go on in the championship is a run. And the funny thing is that everyone was saying, oh, under Slav, teams go on a big run at the end of the season. So we're expecting a big run at the end of the season. Who'd have known that it was under Hecky and not Slav? Absolutely brilliant, guys. Absolutely brilliant. John, my main man. Thanks, Chris Wilder. We are in the playoff positions now. Love it. I love Chris Wilder. Don't get me wrong. But I do not want to see Chris Wilder's Middlesbrough go up and us not. Do you know what I mean? I love Wilder. I appreciate everything that he's done for us. But if he got a team promoted and we didn't, I would be absolutely devastated. Got a feeling we'll be in the playoff final with Wilder's Middlesbrough. I think you're right, John. I think you're right. Chris will always be a blade. Thank you, Chris Wilder. Yeah. That's what I said. 8 clean sheets in 12 games. Oh, that is fantastic. That is so good to see. What a day to test positive for COVID. Gutted, but so happy with that result. Oh, sorry to hear that, Ian, mate. Sorry to hear that. 540 minutes ago was the last time Wes was picking the ball out of the back of the net. Wow. That is fantastic. Well, not good, but you know what I mean. Borough and Forest will focus on the cup and lose more points. I think you're right. Henrik, I think you are right, mate. We're out of the cups. We don't need it. It's very, very exciting. If we can beat Blackburn, we're definitely in the... I shouldn't have said that. But I do think if we beat Blackburn, I think we will finish in the playoffs. I really do. That'll give us so much more confidence as well. Even though we're so confident as it is, that will give us even more. Not bad for League One, Wes. Right, okay, I think we're done. Thank you very much. Really, really, really hope we beat Borough. Can you imagine beating Borough, beating Blackburn? We will see. We will see. Thank you very much, guys. Really, really appreciate you all being here. I am buzzing, as you can see. I'm getting louder and louder. My voice is getting hoarser and hoarser. So I'm going to leave you now. I'm going to go and watch Kelbrook absolutely batter Amir Khan, hopefully. And I will see you next time for probably another preview, probably very, very soon. See you then.